20 years you came here.
Correct.
You didn't know anybody.
No.
New country.
We were from Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, and it is very hard and expensive there. Coming here at 24 years old, right?
Yes.
We were 24 years old. It was as the same as born again, but no naked. We were not naked. We were born again. It's hard because you have to survive. You have to give everything that you have, but it's hard because you don't have experience, you don't have background, you don't have reference, you don't have even the language.
When our daughter was born,
You see
yeah,
that?
that was about 10 years ago. Then we realized we have to build something, not only for us, but also for our family and for our parents and for our friends who believed in us.
We bought a condo here in Ottawa. We live in Ottawa, by the way. And it was just a condo. And then a couple of years later, we bought a townhome. But it is a good investment. However, not the investment. You know what I mean? So,
we are live, my good friends. Welcome. If you are just joining us, we're gonna have a really interesting talk with the real estate rock stars. But if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notified every time we do a video, because we have real amazing content. We always have really amazing conversations, and this will be like a little fireside chat. If you guys are watching this live, make sure to if you have questions or anything, any comments, make sure to put them here in the chat. Other than that, welcome to the show, Rodrigo and Luciana, real estate rock stars. Welcome.
thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, yes.
This is fun, and I want to create these videos with a lot of my real estate investor friends, and to inspire some of our people. We have people from all over the place. We have people, and I've seen I can see the analytics of where people are watching from. Some people are watching from the US. Some people are watching from Latin America, including Brazil.
Wow.
Brazil. So for your Brazilian people, what do you want to say?
So then, hi, hola, oi. Hello, everybody. Olá, todo mundo. And oi, pessoal, tudo bom?
Pão com queijo?
Pão com
queijo.
Pão de queijo.
So we got the Brazilian real estate rockstar team here. So I wanted to get into a little bit of your story. We were talking before.
Yeah.
20 years you came here.
Correct.
You didn't know anybody.
No.
New country. So let's go back there. And then we'll talk about the real estate and stuff like that. But I want to go back to, what does it feel like? And I want to touch on that because it brings me back to my story. But what does it feel like to just come to a new country, where you don't know anybody?
Yeah, it's funny because I used to say that coming here at 24 years old, right?
Yes.
We were 24 years old. It was as the same as born again, but no naked. We were not naked. We were born again, but it's hard because you have to survive. You have to give everything that you have, but it's hard because you don't have experience, you don't have background, you don't have reference, you don't have even the language, so it was hard, but we made it with hard work. And
did you guys meet back home?
Yes. We were married, and then we came back. We came to Canada.
How did you meet?
We met through a friend from university, from my university.
Yeah.
And then we went to the movies together, and then we were dating after that.
Do you remember the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Central do Brasil.
Oh,
the Brazilian station.
Oh, is it any good?
Con Fernanda Montenegro.
I don't remember much.
So you
It
guys,
was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched a couple times.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about real estate? Like when you guys were going, how old were you? You don't have to say your age, but you guys already look like 29 already. So you know,
You're very
you
good.
must have been 10 or something. But like going, you know, you're meeting back home,
Mhm.
right? Are you guys well off back home? Like, what is the situation for you guys over there?
Well, we were very young. It
Mhm.
was very hard to find a place to live. Actually, we were from Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, and it is very hard and expensive there. So my father had some piece of land
Mhm.
and a couple properties, just a couple, not much.
Yeah.
Um, and then I had this, real estate in my mind, back in my mind.
Did you guys
Uh,
talk about that?
uh,
Like back in your first dates?
no,
No.
no, not really, not
No.
really, no.
When was the first time you guys actually talked about this? The idea that you could build wealth.
Uh, Maybe 10 years ago.
I believe that when our daughter was born.
Ah, you see
Yeah,
that.
that was
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
10 years ago. Then
Yeah.
we realized we have to build something because
Mhm.
we are not sure if she's going to have a job in 20 years from now. So we thought, okay, we better work harder than we were working before
Yeah.
to make something, to make it work, not only for us but also for our family and for our parents and for our friends who believed in us, and for our investors as well.
Yeah. But it was very, I would say, timid.
Mhm.
Like, okay, we bought a condo here in Ottawa. We live in Ottawa, by the way, and it was just a condo. And then a couple of years later, we bought a townhome. But it is a good investment. However, not the investment. You know what I mean? So,
So you come here and then your daughter's born,
Mhm.
and then you get this idea, oh, we want to build wealth.
Yes.
And so you bought a real estate. You bought a
Correct.
condo. You bought a
Yeah.
condo that you're renting out.
Yes.
And where did it? Because now you guys are like investing all across the country. So what gave you the idea that this is something that you wanted to do full time, or not full time because you still have your careers?
Correct.
But what gave you the idea that was like, okay, you know what, like real estate is gonna be our thing?
Well, it's history. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, for example, Canada, it's very strong in terms of the economy. The real estate here never goes down, and so the depreciation, it's great. And also seeing a couple people doing what they are doing,
Mhm.
it was inspirational for us.
Mhm.
And it's, in my opinion, is the best way to invest.
And like the mindset that goes along with it.
Yeah,
You guys went through a transformation,
correct.
Mhm.
right? And so the people around you, and I'm sure people are reaching out to you like, hey guys, how do you do this? How do you...
Mhm.
Every day.
And so that's a big responsibility now,
It is.
because now you have transformed. You're on the other side.
Yes.
And so what do you say to people that are curious about real estate, or that may want to get into real estate, or may want to build a portfolio? Maybe they don't want to leave their job.
Mhm.
Maybe it's just a matter of like, you want to build wealth for the next generation or whatnot. So what advice would you have for them?
Well, first of all, believe in yourself, believe in the system, in the process. I would say, meet Alfonso.
Rule number one.
And rule number one, meet Alfonso, because he has a lot of to say, to pass on, to teach. So for us, it was, a life before Alfonso, a life after
After
Alfonso.
Alfonso, yes.
But well, just educate yourself,
Yeah.
expose yourself. Don't be comfortable all the time. Think out of the box. So this is the most important thing for us right now. And just believe yourself, and think that nothing is impossible. You know what I mean? So if he's doing, you can do it.
Mhm. What's one of the highlights of your investing career? I'll ask you individually, but what is one thing when I say, give me a highlight, like what was like the pinnacle of the investment career so far, what comes to mind?
Would you like to say?
I think just deciding to hire a coach
Mhm.
and trusting the system. To me, I think like hiring a coach was the big highlight in our investment career because we were already investing. And also some highlights, the responsibility, as you mentioned, with our friends and family who are looking up to us and then trusting us in what we do. And then our responsibility, with our family, immediate family. I think that's to me that's what it is. We always ask, when people have questions for us, we say, oh, let's jump on a Zoom call and then we can explain what we do, how we got here, who is our community, and we explain a little bit about our story, and that's how we do business.
Correct. I would say for the highlight that in a couple years to pay off your mortgage, it was like, okay, what? Really? Like,
Yeah.
and we did with Alfonso coaching and strategies.
Yeah.
So it is possible when we thought, I don't think so.
25 years.
Exactly. So we jumped 25 years in 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was crazy.
Yeah, that's incredible. I you know why I asked that question? Because I'm always interested to see what stands out to people, and I'm sure that like this conversation here is going to impact a lot of people. They're going to be inspired by you guys. What do you think would be what stops most people from either getting coaching or even just looking into real estate? Because a lot of people like not for me or whatever. Like what do you think it is?
Well, I think that they are a little bit afraid of the first step. You know what I mean? So as Luciana said, a lot of people, friends, even family are contacting us. What you are doing? So apparently you are doing so well. Is it a fantasy? No, it's not fantasy. It's reality. It's very real. It's it's just be yourself, expose yourself, be there, and do whatever you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So were you taught this at home? Like when you were growing up in your household, was that like people talked about real estate, building wealth? How was it at home?
No. No. Well, for the majority of the people, it's the most, I would say, the dream come true is to have a job, a day job. You know what I mean? And for it was for us as well.
Yeah.
But
that's the goal. Like
exactly.
That's what you go for. Get
Yes.
that Canadian government job.
Yeah.
And then you're set.
Yes.
Yeah, for us, it took us 7 years to
Yeah.
get a Canadian government job, even though we were, we had like a visa that would allow us to do that. And we had to become citizens, and after 4 years being here, but it's not easy to get a Canadian government job, but we made it. But then it seems like, okay, we made it, but then so what? What do we do with it? Where is generational wealth? What do we do with it? Like, is it?
What can offer?
It's not enough. We find it's not enough to retire here as public servants. So real estate has been a solution for us so far.
Correct.
What will you be? What are you going to teach your kids? Because you have now two, right?
Yeah.
Little girl, little boy.
Mhm.
What are you going to teach differently, and how are you going to teach them to think different, think outside the box, think about, if they grow up in it, they don't need a mindset shift. So how are you going to do that for them? Like, what are some of the strategies that you guys have planned, and what are you doing?
Well, what we are doing is to embrace them with us, bring them with us, through walkthroughs, showings, analysis as well. So every time I am in a meeting with someone, an investor or a friend, I explain to my daughter what's going on, and what's important, and so on. So I think that if they are seeing their parents doing what they are doing, it will be natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your daughter.
Yeah.
You know?
Walk the walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Instead of like telling them what to do, show them what to do.
Yes.
I love that. What do you think? What do you want for your kids?
I find it's a little bit like rich dad and poor dad. There's a degree, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Nowadays, unfortunately, we have degrees and it's very, very hard. But it's of course we are going to help them get that degree, because I find that's very important as well for for their lives and for the future, but it's not enough. So they're gonna read Rich Dad and Poor Dad. That's just for sure.
And I mean, it's part of their lives, like their routine, to speak about tenants and cash flow and other things, like how appreciation of the properties and how many units there, the deals and everything. So just give them the opportunity to participate with you. I think that's the best. It's the best approach.
You play Monopoly with the little one is just new, but
yes, with my daughter, yes, but she doesn't. Well, even though she likes, she's very competitive.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. It is good.
She wants to win all the time, and it's amazing that she wins all the time.
Yeah,
Actually,
good.
She's very good. She likes to spend money, and but she's a keeper too. She likes to save money too.
Yes. And also, I'm not made her, but I mean, I explained to her what is investment means, and she already invested. Not of course in a market or whatever, but with me. So I'm teaching her the power of investing, not money itself, but investing.
It's like
the returns.
It's something very simple that we did with her. It's like okay, Julie, I'm gonna give you, I don't know, like $20, for something that you did, and now you're going to I'm going to borrow this money back from you, and I'm going to pay you, I don't know, $2 or $5 interest to you. And she's like, what is interest? And why are you paying me more money just because you're borrowing money from me? So those little things, it does make a difference. And she was so proud to get the interest rate, the interest of $2 or $5 back from us, So she lent us that money for a month, and then we paid her like $5, $2 interest on the money that that we borrowed from her. So
Where do you see your family in 10 years?
Oh, living so well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna continue investing with our investors, our team, our coach, and for sure we're gonna be very, very well in the future, maybe 10 years or 15, even before that. But we want to explore the U.S. market. We want to explore so many things, and real estate will allow us to do those things. Do you know what I mean? So the adventure and the story continues.
Well, this I know. You guys are fighters. I know that. I know that you're hungry. I remember that so we have the Matt, for people that are just watching this, or not part of my group, we have mastermind calls.
Correct.
And when I knew you guys were like really dedicated is when I look at the mastermind call, and I'm like, Luciana, you just had a baby, I don't know how many hours ago, and you're on the mastermind call. I was like, man, they're dedicated. They're
we are.
And I mean, I love you guys. Like, you guys have done like amazing. You should be very proud of yourselves, and you're gonna inspire a lot of people all over the world, right? Because this is going to all over the world. What is the last words of wisdom that you can leave our friends with, that they can take or they can use, or something tangible that they can take and run with?
Well, I would say that if someone can do something, you can do it. Just do it. Nothing's impossible. everything is possible.
I would say like never stop fighting. You see, if you put something in your mind and you go for it, you're gonna get it. Like doesn't matter the circumstances or what is happening in the world, and it doesn't matter the pandemic or what you're going through. Just go for it, and you're gonna get it for sure. That's just what I believe, and that's what we were believing before, and it worked for us. So why wouldn't it work for you as well?
Woo!
And we have an example here, Alfonso.
Yes.
Well, you have two
3 examples.
you got well, these guys here are real estate rock stars. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming by. I know you can inspire a lot of people. How can they get a hold of you? How can they contact you? How can they reach out to you?
Our Facebook, Instagram, email, telephone.
So what's the Facebook? What's the Instagram? What's the handle?
Oh my God, Instagram. I mean, new Instagram.
Okay, how can they find you on Facebook?
So Rolo Real Estate Investing. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm Luciana Lima and Rodrigo Araujo. That's how you can find us on Facebook.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. And when they reach out, what kind of people you want to reach out to you? What kind of questions you want to ask? What do you want to do for them?
Well, I would like hungry people.
There you go.
Hungry people to.
So if you're full, forget about it. If you already ate,
Yeah, we sorry, we want people that never stops fighting, as Luciana said, and also hungry to grow, explore, be there, think out of the box. Do you know what I mean? But also, if you are very shy, contact us. Anyways, we're gonna transform you.
Yeah. I love that, guys. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
This is it. I mean, look at this, guys. You 2 real estate rock stars. Make sure you reach out to them. That's it. Alfonso loves you, and we're gonna see you all at the
Top.
Woo!